Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are we doing? How are we doing? It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Welcome to the broadcast. It is January 28th, 2026, and we are here, back with another one, because that's how it goes. Guys, last stream was interesting. Last stream was a lot of fun. I think we can all agree on that, and I put fun with a big asterisk next to it. There was a comment on the last stream, for the VOD that went, "Evil stream today." You know, I don't know what that really means. I don't disagree. I'm kind of like, yeah, that wasn't a weirdly vicious stream for some reason. I was off. Chat was off. I doxed everyone briefly. It was fine. But we're back. And hopefully have things a bit more under control. Back with a bubbler. That's what was off. We didn't have a bubbler on the other one. I hope the connection's okay. I hope lag's not too bad. My computer's being a little glitchy right now. I spent about, I want to say 30 minutes trying to set up my Switch to do a Fortnite stream today. Couldn't get it to work. Didn't have enough time. That's going to be next week. I thought it was going to be way easier. But because it's like a whole new system and because OBS is like fucking up, something went horribly wrong. So I don't really know what happened. But anyway, we're back. Today's gonna be a bit of a chill one. We're in a weird like in between stage of like we are in the thick of awards season, but I think post nominations, it feels like everyone's like, let's pace ourselves. Let's not get too into all that shit. Like all the news stories that broke this week, everything just feels a little too vicious, frankly. And so I'm like, I need to not do awards shit this week because we don't need to just get into all of that. Instead, we're gonna talk a little bit about what I've been watching. I saw the new Charlie XCX movie. We're gonna be playing some GeoGuessr, taking a Cine 2 Nerdle break. We're gonna be talking about Blade, which was this week's broadcast film, which I'm very excited to talk about. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. It'll be a chill one. We watching Kokuho at some point, yes. When it's gonna get a theatrical release. So, whenever that is, I will be tapping in to Kokuho. I have to. Hi, Karsti. I'm watching from the San Diego airport. How we feeling about the San Diego airport? Do we like it? I've never been to San Diego. I've heard great things though. Coen video was great, by the way. Thank you. Yes, that's right. I put out my Coen brother video yesterday. It's been done for a little bit now, but I wanted to give the new patrons a little bit of an early access to it. But yeah, no, thank you for watching it. If you did watch it, worked very hard on that one. Those director ranks are always a bit of a grind, but that one was a lot of fun. Usually, like, even when I like the directors, like Denis Villeneuve, for example, that was a great time putting that one together, but sometimes it felt like a bit of a chore to, like, have to, those movies, if you're doing that video, it's ultimately homework, having to get through all the movies. And sometimes it's like, it's not the best time having to get into what are sometimes really intense movies. But with the Coens, I was watching shit that I didn't even need to rewatch for the video. I was just like, let's keep the party going. Let's rewatch Inside Llewyn Davis. Why not? So, yeah, no, that was a really good time, and a good reminder that the Coens are like some of the best to ever do it. Really fascinating filmmakers. Has anyone called yet? Yes, we have had a few calls. As far as who we got going today, I have not checked, but I will in a second. We do it at the end of the day. So also, it's not a thing of like, if you call, you're gonna get answered guaranteed, because we get quite a few calls off the bat already. Like, we only got through, I want to say, like 4 or 5 last week. So feel free to call if you want a film recommendation that we do at the end of the stream, but no guarantees. But just to get everybody's expectations where they need to be. San Diego Zoo is one of the only good zoos. That's what I've heard. I will also put a point on the board for the Minnesota Zoo, which is pretty solid. They do a lot of good work over there, especially next to the Como Zoo. Oh my, don't even get me started on the Como Zoo. Or the Lincoln Park Zoo in Chicago. Like, this is just cruel. Orange Soda Production, thank you for the super chat. Cars 10, where should I start with Wong Kar-wai? I think Chungking Express is probably a good place to start. I know In the Mood for Love is maybe what most people would say, though it's not, like, I don't know if it's the most representative of who Wong Kar-wai is as a filmmaker. I'm not like the biggest Wong Kar-wai guy. Like, I haven't seen a lot of his movies. I've only seen 3 of them, I'm pretty sure. No, 4. Wait. In the Mood for Love, Fallen Angels, Chungking Express. I've only seen 3. So I don't know if I'm the guy to ask. I'm really behind on my Wong Kar-wai watches. But that's, if you wanted my 2 cents, Chungking Express. Australia Zoo is also amazing, run by the Irwin family. Well, that doesn't surprise me. That would make sense, yeah. Shout out to the Irwin family. Happy Together is the easiest to watch, maybe. Interesting. Good to know. What's the other one? Like 2046 or something? What's the best movie? David Howell, thank you for the membership. What's the best movie/TV show dinner scene? Ooh. Shoot. That's put me on the spot there. I mean, like, off the bat, it's got to be a movie where, like, everything surrounds the dinner. The Celebration, that's got to be, like, one of my favorites. It's not really a fun time. That's kind of when the movie stops being, like, fun. I mean, up for debate. My Dinner with Andre is pretty good answer to that, honestly. Yeah, or The Bear, yeah. Forks or whatever it's called. Fishes? Forks? Forgetting. Gosh, yeah, I'm trying to think of some others. There's so many good ones. Fishes, yeah, Fishes. Boar on the Floor. I think that scene is so traumatizing that I don't even really, like, recognize it as a dinner scene. Like, we just completely forgot what they were there for in the first place because of what happens. I've never seen Dinner with Schmucks. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I saw The Moment this week. I'm actually, like, I led with that, but I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm making a video for it, and that will be out either tomorrow or Friday. But I liked it. Spoiler alert. I liked the movie. It's a fun time. It's a really interesting and kind of ambitious mockumentary. I was going in with a bit of a sour mindset. I was kind of like, why do we need this? Brat summer has been over. I would love it if Charlie XCX both moved on from this, and I'll just skip over the Wuthering Heights thing because I just want I want just a normal album. So yeah, is the stream 4 FPS for anyone else? It probably is not just you, based on this other person saying is the stream lagging. But one second. How was her performance? She's good in it. All of that said, the movie kind of won me over. So I was into it. There's a lot to say about it, and it has a lot to say about like pop culture and the idea of a moment, and how there isn't really anything that it's very rare to have a moment these days. And so yeah, I really enjoyed it and found there to be a lot more substance to it than I anticipated there being. What's the movie club movie going to be next? Oh, we will figure that out. We'll vote on that. We're not quite there yet. We're just warming up. We're trying to push through this lag apparently, which is not too good. I think it's maybe a little bit faster now. I want to say maybe not. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Right as I said that, it turned yellow. Anyway, thoughts on Fennell's direction? I think it's hit or miss. I'm not like a huge... I dog on Fennell quite a bit and like kind of look at her as as an example of like really I don't know what's the word. It's not performative. That's not what the word is, but that's like what I want to say. It's movies that really they don't feel like they're coming from an authentic place, or that they're of anything behind their substance. There's a better way of putting this, but her movies don't age very well. They kind of feel like fast food sometimes, but dressed up in like a fancy I don't want to say commercial way, no. But there's like not try hard either. It's a really complicated relationship I have with Emerald Fennell that I'm still trying to make sense of, because deep down I am excited for Wuthering Heights. I would be lying if I said I wasn't excited for Wuthering Heights. And I'd be lying if I said Saltburn wasn't like entertaining. I was not a hardcore Saltburn hater. I really enjoyed Promising Young Woman. And then on a rewatch was like, oh, I don't know about that. And now with time and when I like look back at it, I'm like, what was that? But like at the same time, these movies, I'm always like kind of on board when I'm watching them. And I guess superficial is a good way of putting it. There's something very superficial about them, and there's people that could argue that's the point of what she's trying to say, but to me it reads as just like if that's the point, it's kind of boring. And I mean, yeah, she also, it's a lot of like trying to she's playing up to the way audiences react to movies these days, which is very like reaction based and clippable in a way. Like she really understands what kind of things gross people out or get people excited. And you know, there's something to say about like her ability to capture that in a movie, but at the same time I'm like, that's just it's kind of flavor of the week filmmaking is I guess the best way of putting it, because both movies she's put out so far in my mind have aged like milk, though I haven't rewatched them in a while, so who's to say? Bruh 9313, thank you for the super chat, appreciate it. Anyway, sorry, there was something else that someone said. Forget about it. Lag is wild. I'll be honest, if it keeps up like this, I might have to like restart the stream. It's not like it's not like terrible, but it is like being a little choppy right now, and I don't really know why. Actually, maybe this has something to do with it. I'm gonna unplug that. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I tried to set up this fucking Switch thing and it all started to fall apart. Bro, thank you for another super chat. Thoughts on the Safdie situation? Low key sad. I mean, yeah, I think what reads. Listen, I'm one of those people who I've known about it since whenever the first article dropped, like 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. Like, and that was back when a lot of the blame got put on the producer. I'm forgetting his name. It's Emily Ratajkowski's ex-husband, I want to say. A lot of this information came out back then, and it was obviously very disappointing to read. And I don't think what came out then was as detailed as this article that came out yesterday. So I was very disappointed, and have always, since then have kind of looked at what they do as like, anything for the filmmaking, which I've always viewed as a little dated. I mean, like there have been plenty of great films that have respected the cast and crew and have taken safety into consideration, and it just seems like they are, even on Marty Supreme, it's like that kind of stuff gets thrown out the door, and that kind of stuff is just obviously not not great to see. Certainly paints the film in a new light. It's kind of hard to look past that at a certain point. What happened? Oh my God, it's a long-winded thing. I'm not. Basically, there was a scene in Good Time which didn't actually make the final cut of the film, where it was a sex scene with the actress who was a minor at the time, and I'm pretty sure I could be foggy on this, but the director, or not the director, the actor, Buddy Duress, I want to say is his name. Basically, while they were shooting it, started. I'm not going to get into detail actually, but you could kind of put the pieces together here. They started having sex, and usually in that kind of situation, you would step in as the director and be like, cut, no, like let's not do this. But they kept shooting. They say in the article, this is when it gets kind of weird, is that they were like, Josh was in charge of that day and Benny was just the boom guy. But I'm like, okay, well, they're both like they're both directing the movie. It's trying to place a lot of blame off of Benny Safdie, who is also the director and could have said something. It's just a really disappointing situation altogether, and a really gross situation. I don't know. It's the whole thing also just rubs me the wrong way, as it's been like regurgitated through award season as like a way to, attack Marty Supreme, which is like, who cares about awards, man? But it just feels like that's obviously why this came out, and it just, I don't know. The whole situation feels, just sad and disappointing. So anyway, I have nothing to really add to it other than like it sucks to hear, and yeah, that kind of like approach to filmmaking is just so like we need to move on from that. Good Time was a banger, though. Sure, the movie was good, and so was Uncut Gems, and so was Marty Supreme, and like they make great movies, but like that's you can't just ignore how these movies got made, because clearly that's the other weird thing, is that like apparently there were also other like uncomfortable situations with the cast on Marty Supreme, who was like threatening Timmy at one point. That kind of stuff is a little bit on the blurry side. I don't really know what happened there, but. Orange Soda Productions, thank you for the super chat. Is it crazy to say After Hours is Scorsese's best? It's not crazy to say that. That has been becoming an opinion more and more in today's world, I'm realizing. I remember when I was like considering that back in my Scorsese rank in 2019, I was like, well, this is just insane. And I'm not going to say that because I don't actually genuinely believe it. I think it's one of his best. Don't think it's his best. But with time, man, people have been giving it the love it deserves. What did you think of To Be or Not to Be? One of the best movies I think I've ever seen in my life. One of my favorite comedies. I mean, I just saw it, so to put it in favorite territory already is kind of crazy. But of the Lubitsch that I've seen, I think this is his best. I think this is kind of his magnum opus. I really have not seen, like, he's got a pretty deep filmography. So, but this is honestly one of his most celebrated for a reason. It really, just the setups of these scenes and how he delivers a punchline and how he keeps you on edge and continues to play with your expectations is just brilliant. Oh no, we're out. Oh no, it's red. Stream gone? Are we back? Stream is cooked. Okay, it says yellow now. Okay, it says green. It says green, but I'm not convinced. He's still going. He's still going. I might have to restart my computer, if I'm going to be honest. We on 2 FPS? Yeah, I'm going to probably restart my computer. Because it's not just OBS. It's like other apps now. So I will be back in 1 second. Okay. Should I do this? It's a bit better, but it's not going to be better long term. Dude, started talking about To Be or Not to Be, and they shut us down. It says a lot about society. I kid you not, it's been like everything in my apartment is shutting down this week. Everything just is not very reliable in my apartment for some reason. Maybe restart the router. I don't know if it's the router. Like, part of it's the router, but part of it's like my actual computer seems to be like, it's not hot. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. No, everybody stay. Everybody stay. Let's hold it out. If it goes red again, I will restart. But right now it seems decent. I don't know. Carson, what did you take off of your top 100 list? And this might be crazy. I didn't like do a thorough scroll before deciding, but off the top of my dome, I took out Stalker. Because I was like, genuinely, like, I love Stalker. I've seen it twice. Second time, it was just as like overwhelming. I really like it. It's a masterpiece, but I was like, there's just some movies that I just think are more my speed. Damn, I hope I don't get roasted on my top 4 call-in. We barely roasts. We don't even roast when we do the roasts. Like, we are nice here. I know that's what we pitch them as, but these call-ins are all about, like, you know, building community, you know, being there for each other. Could never roast a call-in unless, like, you have a silly voice. Okay, so now what I will say is that the chat is extremely delayed. That's what I will say. I might restart some things. I might just restart a couple things here, and we'll be back because this is not great. It ain't laggy that much? Okay, I keep going back and forth. Never mind. That's why I don't like favorites lists. It's stressful debating what to take off. I mean, it kind of is, but it also doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's kind of just there to be there. That's why I stopped doing, like, top 4s. I mean, like, I'll take my end of the year lists a little bit seriously. Like, I'll put a little bit of effort into that. That said, any close observers will know that Red Rooms kind of overtook the 2024 list this week. I don't know if I'm ready to get into that quite yet. Restart everything that is tech. Restart the whole thing, man. Just speak louder. I don't know what the problem. Now you're saying my shit's too quiet? What's going on? Carson, just pull up the stream on your phone. It's smooth for the most part. That's a great idea. I'm going to check that. Also, on the topic of red rooms, I don't think I've ever seen a French-Canadian movie. I guess, no, that's not true. Polytechnique, right? Speak faster to overcome the lag. That's not how that works, but I respect it. Thank you for the advice. Speak faster to overcome the lag. Oh yeah, it is kind of laggy.